We begin in politics tonight, where the conversations around alleged plans to rig the 2027 general election in favour of President William Ruto are growing louder, with leaders from Western Kenya now joining that debate. During a UDA grassroots delegates forum in Lugari, Kakamega Deputy Governor Ayub Savula, as well as Hamisi MP Charles Gimose, appeared to hint at possible electoral manipulation to secure President William Ruto a second term. The remarks come at a time when former Chief Justice David Maraga and 2027 presidential candidate has warned that a compromised election could plunge the country back to the dark days of the 2007 post-election violence. And TV's Julius Juma starts us off tonight.
It was song and dance in Lugari as UDA delegates gathered at the home of Kakamega Deputy Governor Ayub Savula for grassroots forum. The event brought together several leaders from the Western region, among them Bungoma Governor Ken Lusaka, who is spearheading President William Ruto's re-election campaign in Western Kenya. Amid celebrations, controversial remarks by some leaders came to the fore, some openly suggesting they would play a role in influencing the outcome of the 2027 general election in favor of President Ruto, remarks that were met with cheers from sections of the crowd.
Nataka hii kama delegate wa UDA, wakati utakuwa kwa polling station, jaribu mfanye ukarabati ile hali ya juu. Niwezi kura Ruto.
Sisi ndio tunatengeneza budget ya uchaguzi. Sisi ndio tunalipa IEBC pesa. Sisi ndio tunalipa commissioners pesa. Ruto ndio mwenye hiyo budget. Sasa Ruto ataanguka namna gani nyinyi? Wewe unatengeneza budget ya kuanguka. Haki ya Mungu hata kama wewe ni mwendazimu.
Citing their experience in politics, the leaders went on to reference the recent elections in neighboring countries, including Tanzania and Uganda, where incumbents Samia Suluhu Hassan and Yoweri Kaguta Museveni secured controversial wins of 97.66% and 71.65% respectively to extend their stay in power.
I know what to do. To be in parliament for 3 terms, si mchezo. Lazima ujue ukarabati ya kura. Na mimi ni mwalimu. Najua vile ya kufundisha wengine, vile ya kufanya hiyo kazi. Sawa sawa?
Hapa Uganda, Museveni ashaanguka kura. Na ukiangalia intelligence ya Museveni, angalia intelligence ya William Ruto. Nani waya inasoma juu? Sasa wewe hata kama huna akili, angalia intelligence ya huyu Mama Suluhu. Na angalia intelligence ya William Samoei Ruto. Gani intelligence iko juu? Sasa Mama Suluhu akishinda na 97%, sisi hapa Kenya tutashinda na 100%.
Bungoma Governor Ken Lusaka gave the rigging claims a wide berth and instead urged Western Kenya residents to remain within government ranks by backing President Ruto's re-election bid.
Unaenda kwa upinzani, hakuna kitu huko. Wale wako kwa upinzani wanataka kuja kwa serikali. Sisi tuko tayari kwa serikali. Sasa utakuwa unatafuta nini?
This is not the first time Kenya Kwanza leaders have sparked controversy over remarks touching on the credibility of the 2027 elections. In July 2025, Wajir Woman Representative Fatuma Jeho claimed that the ruling coalition will secure President Ruto's second term by all means possible, including vote rigging, comments that sparked criticism from opposition leaders and civil society groups. A month later, in August 2025, Tiati MP William Kamket echoed similar sentiments, stating that if the votes were insufficient, they would, and I quote, ensure they are enough, whatever comes may, end of quote. The fresh reiteration in Lugari now comes against the backdrop of growing concern over the preparedness and independence of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission IEBC ahead of the 2027 polls. Former Chief Justice David Maraga has already warned that any attempt to interfere with the integrity of the election could trigger unrest similar to the 2007 post-election crisis.
Because of the pain that the Kenyans have gone through, IEBC had better know that if it plays around, it will set this country on fire.
Maraga made history in 2017 when, as Chief Justice, he led the Supreme Court in annulling President Uhuru Kenyatta's election victory over what the court termed as irregularities and illegalities in the electoral process, the first such ruling in Kenya and only the second in Africa. Julius Juma, NTV.